Welcome back to the grind. In this video, we are going to talk about the Cavalier update that is going to be live with this next round of Event Quest in March. So we have some very exciting changes. A lot of the changes are going to help out most players, well, all players. It's going to help all players, and it's especially going to be useful for Cavalier players who are pushing that last bit to get Thronebreaker, or for Thronebreaker players, newer Thronebreaker players who are, trying to get a couple more rank 3 6-star champions that might be close in a couple of the classes. Now, what they have done is they changed some of the nodes around to make things easier, which is great, because I know a lot of players felt like it was a lot more difficult if they didn't have the right champions. So the science changes are the weakness is going from 50% to 30% if you do not have a non-damaging debuff applied. So that will be nice. If you don't have a non-damaging debuff, you're not losing as much attack. They also added increased chance for the attacker to get a poison debuff, which means you ramp up the Furies faster. So instead of 20% chance, it's 30% chance. Now for the tech one, a little bit odd. They just changed the healing percent from 10% to 7%. So if you're not using a heal block champion, they won't be healing as much, but it's a small amount, and most of the time you're going to have a heal block champion anyways. Skill was changed from can't touch this, which was 50% chance to evade, to now Mixmaster, which means they're only going to evade if you throw the same basic attack twice. Now this is great because you can play 5-hit combos with Mixmaster and they won't be able to evade you. If you do parry, light, medium, then they will not evade you. So you can do this with literally any champion and not have to simply parry medium or parry light medium. And so this will make it a lot easier to use different champions. Plus they changed Mind's Eye. Instead of getting the Fury buffs with preventing evade other than ability accuracy, any champion that can prevent evade now will be able to gain those Furies. So I'm very excited about this because my rank 3 Falcon previously did not get evade or get Furies, but would get the cruelty buff that he typically gets from preventing evade, but now he's going to get those Furies, and he's going to stack up those Furies very fast, and he's going to hit like a truck. So I'm very excited about that. Mutant changes. They reduced the maximum Fury stacks from 10 to 5 and increased the potency from each Fury stack by twice, so 35 to 70. So basically you ramp up quicker as well. And then the most exciting thing about the changes is they are finally increasing the rewards. This has been a much asked for and much needed request, and the boost in rewards is actually pretty substantial. It's quite nice. So they're adding an additional 2,500 6-star shards, which is fantastic. They are adding an additional 11,000 tier 5 basic fragments, an additional 42,000 tier 2 alpha fragments, and I love that they're adding a much higher amount of tier 2 alpha fragments in comparison to tier 5 basic to help with the ratio of the two. But everyone needs a lot more tier 2 alpha, so the fact that they're throwing in a bunch more is just fantastic. They're increasing the amount of ISO that you get by 75%. They're increasing the amount of gold by a total of 360,000, which is very nice. But the absolute most amazing thing that they're doing is, instead of giving a random tier 5 class catalyst 10% crystal, they are now giving it as a Nexus crystal. So instead of having a 1 in 6 chance to get the class you want, you have basically a 1 in 2 chance. You're going to get 3 options. So half of the classes will be at your choice, and you can pick the one that you need the most. So you're much more likely to get that last 10% on what you need to get Thronebreaker. And 2 months in a row, that's pretty good odds to get them twice in a row. And so 20% that you can get within a month period basically is a pretty big amount. And if you don't get the one that you need, most likely your second or third choice is going to be there. And even if you have all the worst options that you don't need, you can take the least evil. So this is a fantastic change. I'm actually very surprised that they made this change. Of course, a selector would have been ideal, but I mean, I didn't expect that to happen. I think that's too much of a valuable item to have a 10% selector. They sold a 15% selector for 3,500 units at the end of Act 7.1 completion. Which, if you saw my video, that is how I got Thronebreaker, by purchasing that deal. So I don't expect to be giving those away essentially the same thing every month, but this Nexus is just fantastic, and it surprised me a lot. So here's the new breakdown of what you can get from the Cavalier reward for the Cavalier difficulty event quest, if you want to look at all of it in a breakdown. But yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are. I'm very excited for this new one to come around so that I can, you know, get that 10% Nexus and hopefully get the chance to choose Mystic. It will not alone be enough to get me my rank 3 Doom, but it will definitely get us closer, and that's all I ask for every step of the way. Plus the changes to the different class quests are going to make it a lot easier and a lot more fun, I imagine, to play. So let me know what you think. Looking forward to testing it out, and I hope to see you in the next video.